Hey, are you dumb with your money? Well, I was. I'm Voltaire Lepe, CEO of Lepe Temple Properties, top 1% agent in the county, and let's get smart with our money. We're gonna do a little series that shows you how to be smart with your money. Just because if you're like me, when I first got into real estate, I would just make a lot of money, spend a lot of money, and I didn't do the right thing with my money. So we're trying to retire here, people. We're gonna start a series so we could create lifestyle-based goals. What does that mean? That means goals so we can retire one day with the lifestyle that we want. So there's a few steps. Number one, we have to have a clear vision. Number two, we should follow this guy's steps. Dave Ramsey, The Total Money Makeover. If you guys haven't read this book, you guys should pick it up, check it out. It's really good. Teaches you what to do with your money. Step 3, budgeting, how to create a budget. 4, pay off debt. 5, taxes, the hidden partner. 6, how much money and how much cash flow do you need to live comfortably. 7, what type of investments will get you there. And 8, how much do you need to earn to make that happen. So we're gonna go over all these things that we can learn what to do with our money when we make these commission checks. One thing we have to do is we have to get real good, grounded, and we can't BS ourselves, okay? The other thing is we have to get back to the basics in order to do this. So let's talk about some of the basics here. First and foremost, we need a vision. So in 2015, somebody asked me, how important is it to have a clear vision for my business? What I wrote was extremely important because without a vision, others can control my mind and decisions. I can easily fall victim to someone else's agenda and lose time, clients, and money. Most importantly, jeopardize our priorities and what's important to me. So we need to have a vision, right? A vision for our business, vision for our life. And then based on that vision, then we could create our goals and then and budget accordingly, save accordingly, and invest accordingly. So the next thing that we're gonna go over is step 2, Dave Ramsey, 7 baby steps. So this is 7 baby steps to live a better life, to retire one day. Step 1, we have to save an emergency fund. It was said that over 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 cash for an emergency. Yeah, emergencies pop up, and what do they use? They use their credit card, okay? Wrong. You have to use cash. Second step is pay off all the debt except your house using a debt snowball. So he teaches how to just pay off all of your debt, and that way you're debt free, and then eventually over time you can work on your own. Step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses and a fully funded emergency fund. Emergencies are gonna happen. You might not have checks coming in, commission checks for a while. You have to create 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. Step 4, invest 15% of your household income in retirement. So every month, as soon as you get your money, you just push it back out. 15% to 20% is the right number. Step 5, save for your children's college fund. Step 6, pay off your home early. 7th is build wealth and give back, okay? So these are some really good steps. He teaches you how to do it if you get his book. Today, what we're gonna focus on is number 3, budgeting, okay? So we're gonna go over a sample budget. We're gonna see how to do that. And here it is. So it's a monthly cash flow plan. Very, very simple. So you're gonna write in exactly what your monthly take-home pay is. Step 2, you're gonna write in all of your expenses. And then step 3, you're just gonna subtract one from another, and it's called a $0 based budget. Meaning at the end of the month, all of your money is allocated from what you bring in, and there's $0 left, okay? So let's talk about that allocation here. So here we go. So you're gonna write your monthly take-home pay over here, how much money you're gonna spend to give to charity, and then he gives you an example of how much it should be, between 10 and 15%. How much you should save, 10 to 15%. How much towards your housing, 25 to 35%. This is like your rent or your mortgage and things of that nature. Your food, groceries, and restaurants, 5 to 15%. Mine is a lot more than that. Clothing, 2 to 7%. Transportation, 10 to 15%. So he breaks it down on and on. So I'm gonna scroll through this so you can kind of have an idea. Utilities, medical, health. It has everything in here, which is cool. Insurance, recreation, debts. You have your credit cards, you have your car payments, you have your personal child care, education, tuition, pocket money, pet supplies, everything's in here. And at the end, you should have a zero balance after you put your income and then expense all of the expenses, including savings. So this is important. If you want a copy of this, you could go to his website, Dave Ramsey's website, download one, or you could just message one. We'll send it to you, but this is the first step, okay? It's very important to have a budget. When I first created my budget, I was very shocked and surprised as to how much money I'm really spending on things that I shouldn't be spending on. And once you start tracking it, it really helps your finances. So step one, stay tuned for step two for the next part of our series. See ya.